Great.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So Chris is going to do a little demonstration.
There you go.
And while he's... Oh.
Thank you. Oh, we got two there. That's good.
So, yes,
There
we
you
don't
go.
need that one.
Take a seat. You okay, darling? There we go. So what I've done so far, and this section really is all about really beautiful, luxurious hair. And how many of you have heard of our Illumina color? Yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll love it. It's just the most amazing, shine-giving, kind of luxurious color that you could possibly give a client. And what client doesn't want really gorgeous, shiny hair? So what I used here was 1069 from Illumina, and I just used 20 volume, and we went through from scalp to ends, and it really kind of gave this really gorgeous, almost like baby blonde to her hair. Now she's about a level 7 at the root area and about a level 8 to a 9 on the end. So she was already kind of like a little lighter because of the sun here in Florida. So it was quite easy to kind of work through just scalp to ends. But the great thing about the Illumina color is you find that a lot of the blonde tones have a kind of a violet base to it. So it kind of kills that unwanted gold that's in there. So it literally was on maybe 20, 25 minutes. And it was scalp to end application, very, very quick. We also use a color glazing service in the salon a lot, which really adds to our income and adds to the ticket that the clients have. And the glazers really kind of have been a really big part of a new service that we have in the salon. You know, people that have permanent hair color that really just need that refresher. And you know how we tend to, as hairdressers, just give that away? Then we've now started being smarter by calling it a color glossing service using Illumina color. They see the difference with the shine. Obviously, we're toning in the mid-length and ends of the hair, but we're charging for a color glossing service, and it's actually giving us extra ticket price, which I think is thinking smart, as hairdressers tend to give a lot away. We give a lot of our heart away, don't we? And we also give a lot of our service away. So it's kind of nice to find ways that we can actually give back to ourselves a little bit and add on to the ticket. Now, what I've done here, and I'm getting a silent little thing from Sonia, like, shut up and get on with it. So I'm going to show you what I've done. I've kind of taken a section from in front of the ear and kept that hair out loose. Then the hair's been wrapped over in 2 ponytails in the back. I've wound everything on base, and I've used our Stay Essential hairspray to kind of help set the hair. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to expand the hair and make it very voluminous and kind of do a dressing on it. So I'm going to dress the back first and then wrap the front over the back to kind of finish the style half. So you'll see the volume starting to kind of take place as I work with this.
Great, and as Chris is doing that, because the time's ticking away, I'm going to take you through our 4 beautiful models at the back. And I'd like to, actually ladies, come a little step further forward. So firstly, this is Paula. Paula's hair here, what we did is we did a color touch gloss all throughout her hair. She had lightened ends. And then Chris did her a nice sleek dressing. Something we do a lot of in our salon is red carpet hair, because there's a lot of awards and events in Los Angeles. So he separated it almost similar to the separation he's doing on his model. We always break the long hair dressing down segment by segment. And he always sections out the front separately and dresses that last. But when you see the finished style done, you can't tell which was done first, front or back. So it always works on the back area, then brings the front area into it lastly. But you can see the color here, the ends really working through. This is one of my favorite colors from Color Touch. This is 7/73, a level 7 brunette gold with 1.9%. And when we met her the other day, her ends were that, you know when a client says they're brassy or they're gold, and it really just toned that down beautifully and gave her more of a caramel look. Thank you, Paola. Beautiful. Now our next model here, thank you. Gorgeous. We pre-lightened her hair. We did her base with Blondor powder lightener, our lightener, and 20 volume at the scalp. And then toned her with Color Touch, our demi-permanent ammonia-free color. And we used 10/6, a level 10 violet. And what it does, it cuts out any gold that is in the hair and really gives this beautiful almost a true platinum blonde color. Now, my model here, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name. AJ. AJ's hair here, believe it or not, she's got quite long hair. And she said to Chris, I don't want any cut. And yeah, but do you know what? He didn't cut any. He really didn't. The reason is because AJ's hair has been pinned up. One of Chris's little tricks. So you see, isn't that clever? Yeah, Chris, they're clapping for you there.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So what he did, he took a temple to temple section. We braided that in to make it tight, and then took the top layers of AJ's hair and just brought it down over and gave her the idea of almost a faux short haircut, something we do for red carpet looks, for someone, a client that doesn't want their hair cut, but wants the feeling of having something different and doesn't want to wear a wig. So thank you very much, AJ. Gorgeous. Now, I absolutely love this color. It's one of my most favorite recipes or formulas. This young lady, she's a natural level 7. So she's a darker blonde. She had some lightened ends on her hair, and they were lightened to like a level 9. So our typical client in the salon. And what we did, we used Illumina, and just look at that shine, that gloss. It is unbelievable. So imagine she came in with a new growth of this amount of the level 7, and then from there down to the ends, the level 9. We went in with 9/7 from Illumina, a level 9, and 7 is like a brunette. I know there's no trace of brunette in there, but it creates the most perfect, beautiful, soft, like a peachy blonde, that peachy cognac-y blonde. We applied it with 10 volume, very simple application. That's what I love about Illumina. Straightforward, scalp to ends, one go, left it to process for 25 minutes, and this is what we got. So easy, so simple, and the shine, skin color looks amazing with it compared to the cooler ash tones that she has naturally. And then Chris set her hair, and we've used our Wella care and styling for the dressing her hair, and set it using the large 1.5-inch barrel curling iron, and dressed it out. Thank you very much, beautiful. And then finally, beautiful haircut here. Now, this young lady has so much hair. She's got very, very thick hair. And she said to Chris, I can never really get it flat enough in the back area because I have so much. So what Chris did is he undercut. I'm going to get you to put your head back the opposite way. And he completely undercut the underneath. So can you see how short it is? So really what you think of is that's taking away that bulk away from the nape area. Now it's quicker for her to do. She's not always spending ages trying to get that back hair straight, and it's naturally curly. You know those clients that have it curly in the back and straight at the front? This is a perfect way to really counteract that problem of the different textures, and it's so much easier for her to style, so much easier to do, and her hair doesn't look like it's been taken away underneath. So great little tip for cutting there and making reference to the color. She was already lightened, and she was lightened with a tint when we met her. She was a double process when we met her to about a level 10. We went over with Illumina. We used our Illumina 9/60. She was saying that she could never get her hair cool enough. It's always brassy and gold. So the Illumina 9/60 really gave this beautiful pastel, cool blonde without looking too grey or too lavender. It really toned out a lot of the gold. 9/60 can be used on pre-lightened hair to give an amazing lavender. So it depends what base you put it on. We did put it on a very gold base, so the lavender became very soft and subtle. But one of my favorite tones in the Illumina family, 9/60. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I'm
Great.
just kind of finishing up the last kind of couple of bobby pins in here. What I did, the back area, I kind of teased a little bit and expanded the hair. And what we call kind of like just expanding rather than really kind of teasing it to make it so padded. And then left the ends out a little looser. And with the ends, once we finally kind of secured the two areas at the back, I leave the ends to the very last so we can kind of play with them and just get a bit more of an editorial feel. And you can see the shape. We've gone for a wider kind of asymmetric look, which has more width. Not all of our clients always want or suit that kind of very high crown. So we work in a lot of our styles where we have a wider kind of look. And then for someone that has more of a narrow bone structure, you can actually give them something that's proportionate to their face. The final thing is with these ends, what you want to do is work through with your fingers and actually give that more broken up kind of feeling where the hair looks like it's a bit more undone, even though it still looks very luxurious and shiny. And that's partly because of the Luxe oil that we've used. Have any of you heard of our new Luxe oil? Amazing kind of range of products that's very luxurious, very rich, beautiful. The clients just love it. The spray I'm using, Stay Essential, it's a working hairspray that you can kind of really get a nice hold with, but you can also still break up with your fingers afterwards. So you can see that a very kind of young feeling, fresh looking style. How many of our clients, the young ones, come in and go like that and say, I want it like this, but kind of done? And you look at them and go, wow, okay. So to kind of get that loose, kind of unstructured feeling, you have to have some structure in to begin with, and that was the ponytails. Then everything's built up over the top of it and given a really lovely kind of soft feel. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our beautiful model for Luxe Oil.